Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine at your places. Children, before we start our online class, I want to let you know one thing. Students, this is your new book of physics for 6th standard and this is your new book of physics for 7th standard. So students, buy these books according to your class because we will go as per these books only. Okay, so let us start our class. So students, in our last video we have learned about the properties of solids. Now if we talk about the properties of liquid. Liquids do not have a fixed shape. For example, there is some water in this bowl. They flow and they take the shape of the container into which they are poured. For example, if I pour this water into this cup, it will take the shape of this cup. They do not have fixed shape, but they have fixed volume. Means they will take same amount of space whether they are placed in anywhere or in any container. Also, liquid flow from a higher level to lower level. This water cannot go upside, but this can flow from upside to downside. This is the property of liquid. And because they can flow, they are called fluid. So, what we have learned, the liquid do not have definite shape. Liquids have definite volume. They flow from a higher level to lower level. Now we will talk about the third form of matter, that is gas. If we talk about gas, gases do not have a definite shape. They spread out to fill up all the space available to them, thus changing their volume. For example, this is perfume or deo, whatever it is. This is a form of gas only. So if I want to pour it into this glass, this has gone. So it doesn't have a definite shape or definite volume. It can spread out anywhere. So unlike solid and liquids, we cannot hold a gas. So what we have learned, gases do not have a definite shape, often invisible. They are often invisible, you can't see, and do not have definite volume. Students, now we see difference between solids, liquids and gases. Children, there are three main factors to differentiate the states of matter. Number one, interparticle forces. That is, forces of attraction that exist between the particles of matter. Number two, interparticle spaces. Distance between the particles of matter. This is known as interparticle spaces. And number three is movement of particles. Now see the arrangement of particles between the solid, liquid and gas. In solids, the particles are closely packed. There is a strong force of attraction between the particles of a solid. The particles of a solid only vibrate about their fixed position. In liquid, the particles are close together, but they are not as close as in solids. the space between the particles of a liquid are slightly more than that in a solid, but they are still very small. The particles of a liquid can move from one position to another within the liquid. In gases, the particles are much farther apart from one another as compared to solids and liquids. The spaces between the particles of a gas are very large. The force of attraction between the particles of a gas is negligible. The particles of a gas have maximum moment. Now children, we will see the differences between solids, liquids and gases as per these properties. So, when we talk about the shape, solids have definite shape, liquids do not have definite shape and gases also do not have definite shape. If we talk about volume, solids have definite volume, we have learned that. Liquids also have definite volume, but gases do not have definite volume. Now, flow. Solids can not flow. Liquids can flow from a higher level to lower level, and gases can flow in any direction. Now we talk about intermolecular space. In solids, intermolecular space is very less because particles are closely packed. In liquids, particles are loosely packed, so intermolecular space is more as compared to solids. And in gases, intermolecular space is very large because particles are very loosely packed in gases. Now, intermolecular force. Intermolecular force is maximum in solid. In liquids, intermolecular force is less than solids but more than gases. And in gases, intermolecular force is negligible. Now, if we talk about movement of particles. In solids, particles do not move freely. In liquids, particles move freely but within a boundary, means they do not leave liquid. And in gases, particles can move freely anywhere. Now, in the last we will talk about compressibility. Solids cannot be compressed. Liquids slightly compressible and gases can be compressed easily. So children, our first chapter is over now, and as I said, now we will do exercise of this chapter which I have given you in 10th homework also. I am just telling you the answer. If anything is wrong, you just match with your answers and correct your answers. Okay. So first question is, choose the correct option. Which of the following is not a fluid? So option C, chalk, is the correct answer. Number 2, which of the following have a definite shape? So option A, solids, is the correct answer. Number 3, cotton is a solid. Option A is the correct answer. Number 4, which of the following is correct for gases? Option C is the correct answer. Gases are often invisible. And number 5, they have weakest intermolecular forces. Option C, gases, is the correct answer. Now question number B, fill in the blanks. First one, Empedocles held that all matter is made up of 4 elements: earth, air, fire and water. Number 2, liquids flow and take the shape of the container into which they are poured. Number 3, any matter that can flow is called fluid. Number 4, we do not notice gases because these are mostly invisible. Number 5, there are some forces of attraction that exist between the particles of matter which are called interparticle forces. Number 6, a solid cannot be compressed much because its particles are already very closely packed and there are hardly any spaces between them. Now note down the answer of question number C. First one is true, second one is false, third one is false, fourth one is true, fifth one is true, sixth one is false. Then match the columns. First one match with solids, second one match with gases, third one match with gases, fourth one match with liquids, and fifth one match with solids. Now number E, name the following. First one is sponge, second one is rubber, third one is chalk, fourth one is wood, and fifth one is rubber band. So students, do it in your book only. Till our next video, thank you and bye bye.